am Seema Diwan from Bangalore, Karnataka, India. Working as human rights activist and keen observer of the Mahmouda Khanum Me Too murder case. I have been following this case since day one because I know this family. Mr. Babul Akter is owner of Bangladesh. He is an owner of family. And as a friend, he is also honor for us.
Till now, I had been watching newspapers and observing the development of the case, which made me more interested from the day of August 25, 2022, when the Financial Express published a news where formal SP Babul hired killers in Dhaka for 3 lakhs to kill his wife as per PBI. Babul developed an extramarital relationship with a foreign woman and they had a child. That's why Babul took the decision to kill Me Too, said Abu Jafar Muhammad Omar Farooq, inspector of PBI and also the investigation officer of the case. The PBI report also unveiled that Kamrul Islam Shikdar Musha and 6 others took part in the killing mission, reports UNB. After the murder, Babul asked Musha to go into hiding, said the report. PBI Inspector Jafar also said they are at the final stage of submitting the charge sheet, and the mystery of the killing was unveiled with the help of technology. This news made me think about what standard investigation PBI is claiming that they have a child. So, let me share the right information about it. The Arush Nishanto Tilok is the son of Gayatri Ammar Singh. He is 70 years old and a Dutch national born in the Syrian capital Damascus on 25 November 2006. Gayatri Ammar Singh entered Bangladesh on 1 July 2013 and left on 9 December 2015, as per the PBI investigation. The age of this child at that time was 6 years and 10 months. Police used technology to solve the case. But by which technology did they detect that the respected lady had entered your country even before the child was born? I like to ask Abu Jafar Muhammad Omar Farooq, inspector of PBI and also the investigation officer, do you feel any remorse or shame in bringing such baseless rubbish to the public without confirming anything? This is what you call the PBI investigation. I am an Indian NGO worker, and I have heard about this investigation many times. Don't you even have a sense of what to talk? That lady was not at all Indian origin. To know the motive of the police, I have availed the charge sheet, and I am just analyzing it here what the charge sheet speaks. Statement of Fatima.
Page number 177. Statement of Fatima. Point number 1. In the house of Cox's Bazar, a lady named Gayatri and her son Arush came home to have discussion with Mr. Babul in a room. She was only 10-year-old in Cox's Bazar and 12-year-old in Chittagong. Point number 2. Now second statement, with doubt in mind, Me Too made another key of that room when Babul Akter was on foreign visit training. Was she able to sense the mind of Me Too? With doubt in mind, Me Too made another key. Point number 3. She found a diary regarding some details about Babul and Gayatri. Illiterate servant was able to understand that. Point number 4. Babul Akter had left his unused phone for Mahir's classes, where Me Too found objectionable messages which she wrote down in the art paper. The first grade child in 2016 used to study through online classes. How she knows that those messages were objectionable? Now point number 5. Later, when Babul Akter came back, there was a big argument. Me Too packed her clothes, but Mahir tried and stopped his mother leaving the home. Me Too fought on one-sided messages sent by someone or Gayatri on his phone during his Sudan peace mission duty. Point number 6. One day Babul Akter went to Dhaka. 2-3 days after that, Me Too got a message from a school that Mahir should go to school little early, where no other parent got such message. Mitu and Mahir left for school. Few moments later, Mahir came back crying. There was a blood on his clothes, on shoes. He told Fatima that Mitu was lying on the road and no one is helping. Mahir then called his father Babul Akter. He disconnected the call after receiving. Then he called his maternal grandparents, told them. Later Fatima got to know that Mitu was murdered.
Fatima's contradictory statement.
ওই লোকে দৌড়াদৌড়ি করতেছে তা আমি জিজ্ঞাসা করলাম কি হয়েছে একটা মহিলারে মাইরা গেছে গা তখন আমি দেখি বেলা বাবু উঠছে না তখন আমি তিনি তোর টাকা খুলে লইছি বাবারে আমার আব্বুরে মাইরা লাগছে তখন ওইটার বউয়ে রেখে এর মধ্যে হলো সাইডে দুইটা গুলি মেরে রয়েছে এরপর ছেলেটারে লই আইছি আমি এক লোক কইলো যে হুন্ডা বা তিনটা লোক দেখতে আইসা জানাবেন আগে নাকি চাকু মারছে চাকু মেরে এরপর তিনটা গুলি করছে।
On page number 201 of chargesheet, Abdul Sattar Maula, security guard of Mitu's apartment says, 5th June 2016 at around 6:30, Mitu went out with her son to get him to his school. After almost 10 minutes later, Abdul Sattar got out from the building with his tea flask. He saw the son crying and Mitu was lying on the road. He ran and took Mahir with him, called Fatima to bring a shawl to cover the body and called other people from the building. They called the police and took her to hospital. This does not match with the statement of Fatima.
Duration of visits. Let's go to page number 204, where Pompi Bolua, the maidservant of Gayatri, says, I used to stay with her. Sometimes a friend of her used to visit the house and stay at night. Later I got to know from TV that he is Ispi Babul Akter. Point to be noted here is that son and servant both used to live in that house. Page number 206, Sarwar Alam, a security guard of Gayatri's home, said in the year 2012 and 2013 that during his shift from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Gayatri approached him at 5 p.m. and asked him if a friend named Ispi Babul Akter would come let him be seated on the guard room. At around 7 p.m. Ispi Babul Akter came and Gayatri came down well dressed and they went away in his black car. Sarwar was until 10 p.m. there. But he didn't know when she came back. In the years 2012 and 2013, during his shift from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., Sarwar Alam confirmed only 3 visits, out of which 1 visit was in the waiting area and 2 visits he heard from other security guards. But neither had he seen him coming, nor going. Material evidence. Now what material evidence they have? Book notes confirmed by handwriting experts, gifted books given by Gayatri on which Gayatri's signature was there. PBI publicized in the media that because Babul Akter's handwriting is in the book, the writing of Babul Akter was collected and checked by experts. However, in 2017, ETN News broadcast a report on these 2 books where only a text in English was shown, except for one in English after the book's cover page. A phone call of 27 seconds. We don't know who recorded this 27-second call. From where it is recorded? Does it really exist or not? Established motive and its strength. Now let us see the established motive and the strength of this motive on proximity of Babul Akter with Gayatri. Gayatri entered in Bangladesh on the 1st July of 2013 and exit from Bangladesh finally on the 28th June 2015. Babul Akter had at Coxbazar service tenure from 28th July 2012 to 7th October 2013. As per the book which has been used as the main evidence. Let us see what was written in that book. The first meeting of Babul Akter with Gayatri was on the 11th September of 2013. Can any extramarital relationships be established on the very first day? No. Second meeting on the 5th October of 2013. Can any marital intimacy be established on the first kiss? First PR in Coxbazar? I don't understand this abbreviation. It is on the 7th of October 2013. First walk on the beach on 8th October 2013. Then her birthday was on 10th October 2013. Mermaid Resort visit with family on 11th October 2013. And Temple Ramu Parade on 12th October 2013. I hope everyone understands that in public places no such kind of extramarital affairs can be established. I believe that everyone understands in an extramarital relationship hugging and kissing are not included. Penetrative relationships and living under one roof for such a long time as husband and wife are considered an extramarital relationship. PBI has recorded the exit and entry of Gayatri in Bangladesh and also the exit and entry of Mr. Babul from Bangladesh. It helped me to understand that on 18th September 2013 Gayatri left for Turkey and returned on 5th October. Gayatri Ammar Singh was in Turkey on the date, 5th October 2013, on which the kiss is written on the book's pages, according to the charge sheet filed by the PBI. Babul Akter in Bangladesh and Gayatri in Turkey, then how the kiss incident happened. So, in September month when they meet on the 11th of September. In the month of September, from 11 to 17, only 7 days they had to meet. Gayatri returned on the 5th of October, only 2 days they had to meet. October transfer leaves let them another 5 days to meet as per the book. It was written up to 12 Ramu visits. So, 2 days in October and then 4 or 5 days extra. So you can consider a total of 13 or 14 days. In 13 and 14 days rightfully newly married couple also cannot develop love towards each other and forget about meeting in public places. How they developed extramarital relationships? I don't know, as per PBI it can happen. What is extramarital relationship?
In regard to extramarital relationship motive, I have to say any court order for domestic violence compensation or maintenance on duration of this relation, it must be considered as extramarital relationship. To prove extramarital relationship, minimum 15 days regular or 1 month living under one roof as man and wife is required. I don't know how to prove it here. Now, this imaginary extramarital relationship is used as intent established by police. As per police, he was irritated in relationship is possibility of intent. If we see here, if there was any proximity of lady in question to pull Mr. Babul Akter towards self, a fight can take place. Cox's Bazar was left on 7th October 2013 and this lady left country on December 2015. Neither he can leave job and run after her, nor she can remain in Bangladesh, leaving her job. There was no practical aspect of intent. Marital discord can be solved by divorce if it is irreparable.
Motive, intent and relation with incident. After 3 years and 8 months in Sitavan, the person who knows about crimes and knows all consequences cannot choose this way. Neetu was quite supportive and proud of her husband's achievement. He invested in the name of his wife in a packaging and print company where people assumed their bad relationship. The new promotion was exciting and the couple was preparing to shift to Dhaka. Now, you see the act established by police because they could not prove any physical act, so they made him a mastermind. No physical act, so it is a mental act. How can an act be established this way? Act. Team selection. Was he selected? No. Did he hire killers? No. Did he pay killers? No. Did he use weapons? No. Was the weapon recovery done from him? No. Did he phone to Musa, Saiful, Mamun or Irad? No. Was the payment done by him? No. Was he present at the act crime scene? No. Did he abscond after the crime? No. Babul got the chance to leave the country 6 times. He could be escaped. But he returned back every time. Why? If he was a criminal, would he return back? Musa is nowhere now. This is called planned crime. This is called mastermind. Where is Musa absconding after the crime? Now you will see that in the whole charge sheet, his, Babul Akter, name is not mentioned in any statements by any of the active killers. Irad and Saiful both said it was told verbally. The printing and packaging company account was in the name of Mitu. Does a transaction take place without transferring the ownership of shares? On the 5th of June 2006, Mitu was murdered and the transaction is showing from the 9th to 12th June 2006. When Mr. Babul Akter was living with his father-in-law and no legal formalities of transferring shares happened, how did the verbal transaction take place? Can the transaction take place verbally while no phone call from Mr. Babul Akter to Irad and Saiful? No transaction from his personal account. Saying. Everyone knows where and how these saying witnesses are prepared. Every statement says that Musa is the mastermind. Who recruited the crime assistants? Musa. Who went many times to crime places to do racy? Musa. Who plotted at his home in Kalamia Bazar? Musa. Who made them practice using weapons? Musa. Who threatened all if not executed murder, he will kill them? Musa. Who gave false information about Mitu, that she is a founder of a female militant? Musa. Who brought motorcycles? Musa. Who managed pistol? Musa. He, Musa, snatched pistol from Wasim and fired at her. He, Musa, started motorcycles and took away Wasim and Nobi from the crime scene. He, Musa, handed over the pistol to Bhula with instructions to give it to Muni. Anwar Hussain was told by Musa that they would kill someone. He, Musa, asked for money from Saiful and told him to give it to Mamun. Trigger to police to figure out his guilt.
In charge sheet, PBI is saying Babul Akter was denying to recognize CCTV person as Musa. Can anyone recognize him? In CCTV, he was wearing a helmet also.
সেই ভিডিও দেখে বাবুল আক্তার তাকে শনাক্ত করেননি, শুধুমাত্র বাবুল আক্তারই চিনেন। আমরা এই জিনিসটাই প্রমাণ করার সুযোগ খুঁজছিলাম।
DB investigation officer Kamruzzaman gave evidence that PBI had lied about knowing Musa. In the first interrogation of Babul Akter, he identified Musa. But he did not know where Musa killed his wife. Kamruzzaman's statement was published in Daily Jugantar on 19 December 2016.
But my point is, when it was accepted and established in 2016 that Musa was his informer and he knows him very well, why PBI worked so hard till 2021 to establish it that Babul Akter knows Musa?
3 lakhs taka for murder. According to a News on the Business Standard on 16 May 2021, another PBI official on condition of anonymity told the Business Standard that they had found evidence that Babul Akter requested one of his friends to pay taka 3 lakhs to Musa and his associate before murdering Mitu, and this transactions might be related to the killing. Might be, but the whole transaction is after the murder. Read the news carefully. Saiful Haq's statement says he was confused to receive Musa's call about money. It means that Babul Akter didn't tell him before Mitu's murder to give him any money, and so he was confused after receiving the call. If so, then why did Saiful Haq not pay all 3 lakhs to Musa before the murder? Why this money is paid in tippets to many people, many times, through various channels? What after Rangunia Telecom received it? Who is the final receiver? Any record that Musa took it? Now we see the money transaction as per the PBI investigation. On 10 June 2016, Irad used Saiful's phone to pay Mamun. He paid it to Mamun's phone and the amount was 25,000. This amount was paid on 12 June 2016. Al-Mamun forwarded it to Rangunia Telecom and the receiver got only 18,500 out of 25,000. On 10 June 2016 again Irad sent to Al-Mamun 50,000 taka from Saiful's phone. After that no further transactions from Al-Mamun. Now on 10th June 2016 again Irad used the Prima computer to transfer Nasi Telecom 25,500 taka. This amount was forwarded from Nasi Telecom on 12 June to Rangunia Telecom, and the receiver got a total amount of 24,500. After that, on 15th June 2016, Irad uses AMM Enterprise to send 20,000 to Rangunia Telecom and receiver got 20,000 taka only. So, the total amount sent was 1,45,000 and the total received amount was 87,462 taka. This transaction, as I told, was as per Bikash money flow investigated by PBI. As per statements, money transactions. Now if you go through the statements, Saiful says on the instruction of Babul Akter, he withdrew 3 lakh taka out of that. He has given 1 lakh taka to Al Mamun one time, and 50,000 taka to Al Mamun the second time. Again, Saiful says he withdrew 3 lakh taka and gave it to Irad. Irad says kept this money at the home of Babul Akter's relative from where he took 1 lakh taka and gave it to Al Mamun, and the second time he withdrew 2 lakh taka and gave it to any other number. So, in total how much money was withdrawn here? Saiful withdrew and gave 1 lakh taka. And again 50,000 taka. So 1,50,000 taka to Al Mamun. And then Saiful withdrew 1 lakh taka and then 4,50,000 taka. Irad gave this 1 lakh taka to Al Mamun. Then Irad gave another number of 2 lakh taka. So how much money Al Mamun received? 1 lakh from Saiful and another 50,000 from Saiful, 3 lakh taka from Irad and 1 lakh taka. So in this when we are seen Mamun has received almost 4,50,000 taka is relative of Musa. And 2 lakh taka to someone else given, so statements giving bulk amount to Al Mamun statement is giving bulk amount to Irad statement is giving bulk amount to Babul's sister, the statement is giving bulk amount 2 lakh to others number. Actual transaction.
The transaction of 3 lakhs. And what is actual transaction? The transaction collection which PBI produce here is 25,000, 24,000, 2,000, 20,000 and 25,500 like that. So, is it that any business transaction has been recorded? They tried to prove 3 lakhs and even then they could not make it happen. Only 87,462 taka is produced by PBI as total transaction.
Panna's witness benefits main criminal Musa.
2016-22 জন কাঠঘর 3 রাস্তার মোড় থেকে যখন ধরে তার পিছনেই আমি ছিলাম, মানে আমার সামনে তার ওরা ছিল, সঙ্গে নুননবী ছিল। আমাকে একটা গাড়িতে বসে রাখছিল আমার বাচ্চা দুইটাকে নিয়ে। তো সেখান থেকেই ওনাকে ধরে নিয়ে যায়। তো তারপর থেকে আর কোনো খোঁজ পাইনি। যদিও লুকায় থাকতো তাহলে নিশ্চয়ই আমাদের সঙ্গে যোগাযোগ করতো। ওরা বলতেছে যে লুকায় আছে, আমার সঙ্গে যোগাযোগ করছে নাকি, কারোর সঙ্গে না হলে তো আমার সঙ্গে হতো। আমি নিশ্চিত প্রশাসনে ধরছে, প্রশাসনেই জানে।
After seeing the charge sheet we have some questions. Panna is the wife of the main accused Musa and all her statements benefit Musa. At one point Panna blamed again and again that the police took her husband, and after that, he never returned. Now on what basis has Panna agreed to give statements against Babul Akter? Doubts.
Now some doubts. Main murder accused was killed by police 26 June 2016. Immediately after 22 days may be considered weak link to reveal the truth. Bhola tried to submit in the court that he has been forced by PBI to give a statement. He wants to withdraw his statements. It is recorded but not included in this statement in this charge. Servant of Babul Akter Fatima, Rohingya lady. She is illiterate and she was 10-year-old in Cox's Bazar and 12-year-old in Chittagong on 2015. She can read the mind of Me Too. She was having a doubt in mind. Keeping the doubt, she made another key to open the room of her husband, and Babul left his phone for online classes of his son who was studying in first class that time. The charge sheet writer could not calculate the time period and mixed it with the pandemic period of 2021. Mitu shared with 12-year-old servant that my husband received objectionable message from another woman. Don't you think, Fatima, whatever she is saying in it is all needed information? Social media and press conference done by officials declared ex-SP murderer before trial and judgment to tarnish his image and prepare the public mindset against him. Any DSA is not applicable here against them. Extramarital relationship duration. Ask yourself, even after proper marriage, are you able to get in love, fall in love within 13 days to your wife? Statement of transaction by Mukleshur Rahman, Irad and Saiful, and actual transaction both are not matching here. 3 lakhs taka and this amount of 87,000 and some taka is out of imagination that murder can take place and 7 to 8 people can share this 87,000 taka for the murder.
Role of police in charge sheet. In 2 to 3 places of the charge sheet, it is mentioned that one policeman came and took the register from Babul Akter's apartment's entry register. 2 persons are killed by police. Musa was picked up by police and never returned. Which is this force in police uniform that is trying to wipe out all the evidence of this murder? Should we think that apart from Babul Akter, some other police people were also involved in this crime who appeared in police uniform? And the notable thing is that during the mourning period when Babul Akter was living at his father-in-law's home, all these were happened. Resignation part.
Now let us talk about the resignation part, the sequence of the events. 21st June 2016, Bhola was picked up from home. 22nd June 2016, Musa was picked up. 23rd June 2016, Rashid and Noora Nabi was picked up. And 24th June 2016, Babul was forced to sign resignation. Should we consider that kind of negotiation took place to expel him from the service? Once they succeeded to force him write resignation, Musa was also left free. Check this news of June 30, 2016. SP Babul Akter signed resignation letter when he was kept in police custody for 15 hours. 24 June, said police and his family sources. He had to sign it as he was left with 2 options: either face trial for his alleged link with his wife Mahmooda Khanam Mitu or resign. Bhola and Murir. However, the family members and neighbors claim they had been picked up in June 21st, Bhola, and 24th, Monir. Musa has been informer of several police high officials, including Babul, since 2003, said CNP sources. Recently, 2 other accused, Wasim and Anwar, in their statement before magistrate, they said Musa hired 6 others, including them, for killing Mitu. CNP sources, however, said Musa has already been picked up and he revealed some information. It confirmed Panna's allegation that Musa was picked up by police. After that, he is not seen. Based on his revealed information, SP Babul was picked up. And question added the sources. Now the question is, those who were very much sure about his link and provided punishment on the spot to force him to leave the job. If he was expelled from job, finding his link to murder, why he was left free? Can such negotiation take place to leave a murderer or murder planner if he resigns? Until proven by the court guilty, how they took such action on him? Why Musa, active murderer, after pressurizing Babul Akter to resign, was left free to escape? We believe Musa was used to pressurize him and after that allowed to hide or escape. Who all others are involved here? Why two important killers were killed? Why 27 minutes of recording with Musa Kopailekian is not produced in the charge sheet if it really exists? All family members are saying police took escaped persons and killed, but just declining by police is not enough.
The charge sheet issued by the Police Bureau of Investigation, PBI, in the Mahmouda Khanumitu murder case, which names former Superintendent of Police Babul Akter as the main suspect, is riddled with lies, absurdities, and fictitious facts. Because the police were unable to bring his alleged foreign girlfriend Gayatri Ammar Singh to court to demonstrate Babul's excesses. Babul's alleged source, Kamrul Islam Musa, has yet to be produced by the police. Furthermore, it is reported that Babul paid 3 lakh taka to have Mitu assassinated. But the police in the charge sheet could not show any account of 3 lakh taka. Nothing has been said in the charge sheet about why Babul Akter was forced to resign from his job. So what was their intention in hiring Babul? At the same time, it is seen in the trial that the witnesses are being coerced and intimidated into giving their testimony, which is totally illegal. A man cannot be punished on such a vague and fictitious charge sheet. As the victim in this incident is the wife of a superintendent of police, the accused in this incident was also a police vigilance officer. Besides, since the allegations of influencing the case have been raised against the head of the investigation agency, it will not be an impartial investigation if any police force investigates it. It must be a judicial inquiry. Babul has been in jail for almost 2.5 years in such a baseless case. Let him be released immediately.